Welcome back, viewers, to Into Life's Labyrinth. I'm Jack, this is Julia, and our special guest, Daniel.
He's my bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. First special guest. Alright, oh yes, and I'm supposed to introduce the episode. So, today we are going to, listen up or get swallowed, viewers, because today we're going to dive deep into prayer. Alright.
Okay, so to open up, here's a verse from Jeremiah 33:3. It's, "Cry to me, and I will hear you, and I will show you great things and sure things which you know not."
So that talks about prayer, because the cry to me means pray.
Yes.
Just translation there.
Nice.
You're welcome. Alright, yeah, but here's my little note sheet.
We like to plan our stuff out before we start.
But the different words used for prayer in the Bible are call upon, intercede, meditate, consult, beseech, or most commonly, cry out to. Just a random factoid there.
It's not random. We're talking about prayer.
Well, I don't know. It doesn't seem to relate to our topic. It's not to our topic, but to our discussion right then. So it's random.
Well, yeah, and it is interesting because it's just kind of like something we're going to touch on a little bit later on. Is there are many different forms of prayer, but in the end they all mean the same, or they're all kind of the same thing. They're all going to the same place. Kind of like
exactly.
A bunch of different things which mean the same thing.
Like I pray thee, stop.
Prithee.
Prithee? There we go. I thought it was pray thee. Like in
well,
Shakespeare.
that's probably where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh.
Prithee.
Prithee.
Prithee, go to the privy.
No, that's wrong.
Hope that doesn't get the video banned. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Thanks.
Our 30 to 40 viewers, I'm sorry.
We have 30 to 40 viewers?
I know, right?
That's
we have
really
30
impressive.
to 40 views, I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah. It's the same person just watching it over and over.
Which, I mean, however we get the views.
I bet it was our camera person.
She's nodding her head.
Yes, alright. So, we're talking about prayer, and one of the most important things to know about prayer is, you guys can fill me in.
We're filling in blanks. Okay.
Yeah.
Fill in the blank. The most important thing to know
prayer
about
is
prayer is
blank.
that God is listening.
Yes.
Your turn. The most important thing to know about prayer is?
You just sprung this on me.
Yeah, I did.
Well,
I guess
like spring.
Kind of going off of
Oh.
that,
It
God
spring.
is listening no matter what. And I know, there's plenty of people who will say, oh, I used to be Christian, but I'm not anymore because I prayed once and God didn't do anything about it. But the thing is that He's always listening. He's always next to you. We believe this, and it's true. And that's the thing is, just because nothing happens, like a lightning bolt doesn't come down and solve all your problems for you, doesn't mean He doesn't have a plan for you that's going to end up being good for you in the end. There's always a reason, and some things we go through because He works through it, and it'll be better for it.
Yes, so God will always answer your prayers, but maybe not in the way you expected, right?
Basically.
Notice how, because I asked the question, I didn't have to fill in the blank. And now we're moving on.
What? That doesn't seem entirely fair.
That's how it works on this show.
It does.
Really?
Yeah, I get the quotes, she asks the questions.
That's crazy. Okay, I should have jumped into this with more knowledge of what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, he didn't even watch the previous video. I know. Betrayal.
She told me not to.
Okay, no, alright. So, no, they're awesome. Alright.
Yes, they are.
Sorry.
Inspire awe, if you will.
Back to prayer.
Boom.
I have a quote about prayer.
It's heavy.
So people ask, why should I pray if God always knows what I want? I feel like that... Not that kind of
Is that why people always tap the side of their nose? Because it's like, you knows what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I've always wondered about that gesture.
I think it's because that person knows.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, it makes more sense when you say it like that. That person, they knows. No, I didn't say it right.
Someone with really bad grammar invented this.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like a gesture.
That person knows what's up.
There we go.
Because you're pointing up as well.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
They picked up on it.
This is
That's terrible.
This is all related to prayer in one way or another.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, quote.
Okay, quote. is that, like, your prayer life doesn't... Alright, this is actually a prayer... a quote.
Is this the quote, or is it you talking?
I know, first, I realized that this
Setup
quote
for the
doesn't
quote.
have to do with the setup that I did. So, random quote about prayer. Your prayer life doesn't help your relationship with God. It, like, is your relationship with God. So, a lot of people are like, yeah, I have a relationship with God, I just don't pray. And it's like, oh, then what's your relationship with God? Like, so prayer isn't just to help, like, I need God to help me. It's also to help you get in, like, contact with God and get to know Him. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Who said the quote?
I
It's
don't
okay if
remember.
Anonymous?
Anonymous.
But yeah, it makes sense because it's almost like, it's like if I were to say, yeah, we have a friendship, but we don't talk.
They could do
I'm not a
it.
friend, man. No.
No, I mean, no, you're still talking, so
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Well, I guess that's sort of a hostile relationship. Which, I
In
mean...
a way, or nothing at all, because even if you're, like, so you don't talk and you don't look at them and you don't, like
Like a relationship
acknowledge
on
them.
is Instagram the place where you just like post pictures?
But yeah, you can have, like, the tags. I don't have an Instagram, my sister does.
Oh. So like if you just have like a
Make sure
relationship
that
with
was meant.
pictures, so you're just like posting pictures of each other. Does that count?
Kind of counts, because, I mean, it's kind of like,
What if you're doing sign language?
yeah,
Exactly.
it's like sign
That's
language is
like-
a form, it's almost like,
Talking. Huh?
Communication.
it's kind of like I say, yeah, Julia, you exist in the world. But I acknowledge just that, nothing else.
Well,
Then we're not really friends, are we?
yeah.
No, yeah,
Should I
exactly.
just leave now?
Yeah,
Oh.
it'll be
Thanks.
the Daniel and Jack show.
Yes!
Oh man. No, I
I
have
mean,
to. Oh,
To
thanks.
kick someone off their own web series.
Not happening.
He's
Well-
not even here for half an hour and he's already taking it.
Lying, yeah.
Huh, you guys are taking up a lot of my space.
Thanks.
Just kidding, guys.
Alright, wait, now he's
No,
moving
come back in,
to the
come
scene.
back in. We all have a great relationship.
Yes,
because we talk
we
because
talk.
we talk.
Yes,
Boom.
exactly. So it's like
Full
communication.
You can't have a book group made up of 5
Yeah,
people
that
without
way.
talking.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We're not a book group, we're a fun
We
video
used to be a
series.
book group.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, continue.
Back in the day.
Glazing over that bad memory.
Because our viewers have no clue what we're talking about. We need to get back
Yes,
to
we do.
prayer.
Yes.
Because this
yeah.
is the
Alright,
subject
yeah, prayers.
is prayer. We
So,
should do another Bible
Another
verse,
quote?
just
Okay.
randomly.
This one, I'm sorry. I should have my Bible with me. I'm a bad Christian.
What?
From so, is any of you sad? Let him pray. Is he cheerful in mind? Let him sing. So it's kind of like,
Yeah.
And
So,
also,
St. Augustine quotes here, singing is praying twice if you're singing about prayer stuff.
yeah.
He
So
didn't say that last part. I just added that for
Yeah.
context.
So if you're singing like Blank Space, it's not like 2 prayers. So. By Taylor Swift. Just saying. That song is like everywhere.
is it?
Like when someone says reference a song, they say Blank Space. Like,
I've never actually heard this.
Unless
oh,
they say
I'm sorry, I just really got
hallelujah,
touched.
because you're in church, and that's the song you're singing.
yeah. So like living on a prayer is also a song.
Lent, isn't it?
Oh yeah, shame on you. All right.
Zzz,
Nice. So you can even live on a prayer, as said by that song
by Bon Jovi.
by Bon Jovi. I don't know if that's a Christian song.
Well, actually,
I
no.
don't
That
actually
kind
think
of
it
that
is.
kind of makes sense because it's almost it was one of the lyrics. Take my hand and we'll make it. I swear. Like take
We're not
God's
supposed to
hand.
swear, though.
Take
It's in the
God's.
Bible.
Take off the last word. But it's like whenever it's kind of like take God's hand, and no matter what happens, you're going to make it in the end.
Yeah, pretty sure that's where the expression "living on a prayer" comes from.
Yeah.
It's a
But
common
then-
expression.
But
Right?
then also
Right,
there's the
yeah.
whole
Pop
like
culture references.
then there's the whole idea of like faith and works. Like you can't just pray and not do anything else. Just like
And you can't.
like the image of like somebody walking down the street and seeing a homeless person, just being like, I'll pray for you, and then just walking on by instead of actually helping them or giving them money or trying to like you can't
Engage
just
them.
use prayer as an excuse not to do action.
Yeah.
Even though it is really, really important, like
Soup's important.
there's both to consider.
Well, I mean, it's like. What is it? It's like the legs of a chair. Almost like you can have
Except there's just 2 of them. So this doesn't really work. But
two sets of legs. Two sets. Of
Oh.
legs. You can have one set and it'll fall over this way, and you got the other side and it'll fall over this way. But if you have both of them, it stands up straight, and that's the only way you can get it to stand up straight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Unless it's from IKEA.
And
Unless
then,
it's yeah, so then there's like...
and the sacrament's like bolted down so no one can knock it over.
Nice. Nice image.
7 bolts, man. Because with only 6, there's still a chance someone can knock it over.
Okay, moving on.
This metaphor is great.
No.
We just keep getting off track.
That was totally on track.
That was on track. We were talking about sacraments. Yeah.
Laughter's off track.
Oh.
But no, it's a
It's a
good thing. It's
laugh
a good
track.
thing, because, you know,
Oh,
Get
yeah.
off on the laugh track.
Yeah, it's like train of thought there.
the train of prayer runs in the laugh track. Oh, okay, no.
That was a good one.
Nice.
I liked it.
That's
I'm
good.
still going to tag that whether or not it was funny.
Yeah, we should tag everything. Alright. Oh, and then an important comment that I heard from a sister once was, like a religious sister with the habit. I was like that,
Good habits. As
and-
opposed to bad habits.
Exactly.
But,
Habits of virtue. Alright, anyway.
I'm going to have to add in some rickshaw effects.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, we need like a something to just play a random segment.
I can do that. But
Okay.
right now we need to
But in the
think
future, alright, sorry. This is still rough. Alright, is that all prayer, whether it's like intercession, or prayers for Thanksgiving or prayers of confession, say that, yeah.
Act.
They're all a form of adoration, because all of them are like lifting yourself up and bringing you closer to God and like just putting yourself before Him. And in prayer, no matter if it's like asking Him for something or thanking Him for something, you're acknowledging that He is great and He is powerful, and that you need Him.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
And going off of that, that just reminded me of my mom. She gave me this little card one day, and it was like how to pray. And it was acts: adoration, contrition, thanksgiving, and supplication. Because it's kind of like
Supplication?
supplication. Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Sublimation is the transition of a gas into a solid. Yeah.
That's not one of the
Oh no, that's deposition. Sublimation is solid to gas.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Well,
apologize.
sorry.
Talking about states of matter, but states of prayer.
Yes,
Back to
states
that.
of prayer.
Yes, it's not
But,
prayer.
and it's kind of like what was it? There are different kinds of prayer. There are also different kinds of stages of prayer.
Mm-hmm.
And there is like what you're saying, the adoration, just like.
I just said all form of prayer is adoration, so.
Oh. But I mean, there's that.
Looking
But
at
I mean,
it
there's
in a
also
different way.
Yeah, looking at it different. Yeah.
Going a little
There's more
like
direct forms
further,
of
like
adoration, yeah.
zooming in.
Yeah.
There's the contrition, like asking God, just help me, kind of.
Yeah.
And there's the Thanksgiving, which we talked about in another episode. I think God's love.
We're not talking about November. The one in November at Thanksgiving.
No, we're not talking about that.
Ba-doom.
Thank you. Sorry, that was a failed joke.
No, it's
We can keep
okay.
talking now.
I didn't. It went over my head. Kind of like.
I can't throw that one.
But yeah, there's the Thanksgiving, what was it we talked about? Everything. Like look outside the window. Everything there, God made, including us. So no matter what, no matter where you are, or what time of day it is, there's always something to be thankful for. Which is why there's that Thanksgiving.
True. Yeah.
Exactly.
Agreed.
I think we can all
Oh, we should
eat our
probably.
apples.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm not going to do that
Unanimous.
motion. Just saying. I'll just say it verbally. Alright.
Okay. Non-participator.
I participate.
It's okay. She's an integral part of this, so we forgive her.
Thank you. That's
Unless
another
Daniel
form.
replaces you.
No! He's going to Oklahoma tomorrow, so not
Where the
tomorrow.
wind comes
in
sweeping
like
down the plain.
3 days. Alright, so. Alright, another random. See, because I just have a list of random quotes, and I'm just going to go off of those, so. We also have Bible verses. Because we don't really have something that we're supposed to say. Alright, so another thing is
Like
that.
a script.
Yeah, we should probably do that. But another thing about prayer is a lot of people are well, I guess in the Bible it says to pray without ceasing. St. Paul, right?
Yes,
He does
that's
say
somewhere
that, please
in
tell
one
me.
of the New Testament
That's
books.
it there. Alright, we're supposed to pray without ceasing. And that's a really good thing, like always have your thoughts on God or like pray without ceasing. But it's also sometimes used as an excuse, like, yeah, I'm praying without ceasing. So when did you actually pray today? And you're like, oh, well, I prayed all day because I was praying without ceasing. But like
True.
the Catechism of the Catholic Church
The
says,
CCC?
the CCC, yes, says we can't pray at all times unless we pray at specific times, concretely willing it. So although there are, what?
I like how they just looked at the situation. They're like, pray without ceasing. What are people gonna do?
Yeah. And then they address it because the Catechism is smart.
Yeah. The catechism itself is smart, not the other people made of the catechism.
Of course.
God, for instance.
Boom.
It's a brain. Alright. But I had a
It's the one
something
book you
I
can't
was gonna say
sing
about
if it only had a brain about.
Yes, exactly.
actually?
Not physically.
Well,
but,
okay, never mind.
there was a point I was going to make with this, and then it all got interrupted.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm gonna take the brunt for that.
Oh wait, no, it was.
We'll
was
take
his
joint.
fault.
Okay.
It was
Or
all
I can
good.
take all the blame if you really want me to.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
Why don't we just blame it on Yankee?
Oh yeah.
Blame it on the rain. Yeah.
I'm gonna blame everything on Yankee. It's all his fault. He's our dog.
And the mascot. Boo.
Okay. So,
Is he the
but
mascot for this web series?
oh, here we go. I got it.
Credits.
Oh,
I
here we
got
go.
it. He is.
Yeah.
We have credits.
I put them in every single
Okay.
one.
Proper accreditation.
But there are different forms of prayer. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Sorry, that didn't sound as awesome as it was going to sound if I
It's
said
like
it.
Transformers.
What?
That
Alright,
makes it
like-
awesome.
You can sing and it's praying, or you can like
Two times.
read the Bible and it's praying. Like you don't have to be praying and say like, all right, I have to stop my prayer time and take time to read the Bible too. Like they're not two separate things. You pray in your reading of the Bible, because that's what I always thought for the longest time. Like, God, I can either pray or I can read the Bible. What do you want of me?
So it's like saying, yeah, okay, Daniel, you can either have ice cream or cake. And you
Why
say,
not both?
yeah,
Yeah.
why not ice cream?
Ice cream.
Why not ice cream cake?
Yeah.
Because
Boom.
prayer is sweet.
What?
Yes.
Nice.
Good linkage.
Thank you.
But wait, then you can say you can't have it during Lent.
Unless you're not
Giving up
abstaining
sweets for
from
lunch.
those.
You don't have to give us sweets for lunch.
That's true. So
You
if
can
you
give
give
up
up
social
sweet,
contact.
but then yeah, that's all.
Except
just
with God?
Oh, well, yeah, no, that's a given.
That's
Always,
the
you always
thing.
have
Okay.
contact.
Yeah.
Good.
Mhm.
As long as we're clear on that.
But if there's one thing, what was it? Whenever to tie into that, whole, always praying kind of thing. Like, you can't always be praying, because one, people would just say, oh yeah.
Well, always be,
I got
let's clarify, always be praying like physically.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that
But,
kind of praying.
Another thing is
Prayer does
prayer
the
is
same.
meant to be something like deep and meaningful. So if you were just kind of like in the back of your head, like I'm praying, I've got the wheel turning, it'd be just like moving your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, a lot of times I feel like with Catholic prayer, like the Hail Mary or the Rosary, where you just repetition, sometimes you just kind of push that to the back of your head and think about other things while you're praying, and that's not as effective. It's like zoning out in a conversation with someone, like you're there but you're not there,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
I don't know if I just totally made that up. Oh, shush!
Sorry.
Alright, this is a little late, but I actually have a definition of prayer, which is
It's
like,
never too late for a definition of
We're
prayer.
only 18 minutes in.
yeah,
Yeah, and we're only like several billion years into the existence of the universe.
yeah.
So you're not late at all when you think about it like that.
Nice. Thanks a lot.
Next
Alright.
episode, we go to the beginning of time to find the meaning of prayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
What did it mean then? Does it mean the same thing now? Yes.
Yes. Because God is God.
Well, that was quick. True
Yeah.
and simple.
Yeah, exactly.
Delving deeper.
Delving deeper.
Yes.
Deeply delving. I feel like we're moles whenever you say that. Like, it always brings
We're
to mind the mole.
We're little Catholic moles.
Like Star Wars mole.
Cross-nosed moles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Aww. I don't think that has enough sensors. You'd have to have like several crosses.
Yeah, then we wouldn't be able to sense anything. So, like a star.
What about a cross? Like
We don't know anything about being moles.
No,
Yeah,
you know the crosses are like the little things that come out off the end, like Yeah, like there's,
Well, that
there's
one
1,
kinda
2, 3,
has
4, 5, 6.
Oh, yes, I see. Like
There's
a-
12 censors on that cross. I think that's enough for anyone.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Just kidding.
Anyway,
I
our
get
definition
you.
of prayer. This was
Definition.
from, I don't remember, it was some article I was reading on prayer. And it's not like the
So
only...
official.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not an official definition, but it's a cool way to think about it, and we can discuss it, because that's what we're doing right now. Except we're actually kind of just mentioning something about it and then going off on
Prayer.
a tangent. All right, anyway. Prayer is the application... Wow, my handwriting. The application of the mind to divine things, not just to acquire knowledge of them, but to make use of such knowledge as a means of union with God.
Amen.
Amen, right? So it's like, it's not just like the Hail Mary or the
So it's your
Our
same
Father.
relationship building thing?
It can be anything that's like applying your mind to the divine, like to the Bible or to songs of religion or stuff like that.
Just getting closer to God.
Getting closer to
glorifying
God.
Him.
Yeah, that's basic. Yeah, that's the main point of. I mean, I don't know if I can say that without spreading heresy, but one of the main points of prayer is just
If it's
to
heresy, let us know in the comments.
strengthen your relationship with God and to like become friends with Him, because He's supposed to be your best bud, right? And prayer is like
The old
talking to
chum.
Him. That's what always I love. Just praying is talking to Him, right?
Yeah, prayer isn't supposed to be one-sided. It's supposed to be,
Yeah.
like two-way radio.
Two-way street.
Nice.
Boom. Small boom.
Cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Alright,
Okay.
there's my little application of the mind to divine things. It sounded really cool though. Like, there's big words in
There's
there.
an app for that.
What?
It's called prayer.
Yeah.
We were actually thinking about
What were
a
we
t-shirt
thinking
idea. There's a patron saint for that.
about? Oh yeah.
Nice.
It's a t-shirt idea.
Yes.
In the
Most
making.
definitely.
If you steal it, give us at least 2 or 3% of the earnings. So,
Alright.
so we can buy it.
Okay. So we're talking about prayer. So the
Thank you
different-
for establishing that.
Well, I don't know. I felt like we were talking about t-shirts. But since we're mentioning
Oh,
patron
right.
saints, we should go into our holy saints Batman.
Shall we?
Holy Saint of the Day, Batman.
There we go. That's the new name of our segment. We didn't inform Jack about it.
I know, no, I'm cool with it.
It's our Holy Saint of the Day Batman segment.
The saints are holy, you see.
Yes.
So, today's holy, holy
Saint.
It's Holy Saint Day. Oh, Holy
Holy
Saint of
Saint
the Day,
John Baruli
Batman.
Wait, so how do you pronounce his name?
John Barali.
Brawley. It's
That's-
spelled B-R-U... Wait, no.
B-U- B-U-R-A-L-L-I.
B-U-R-A...
Burali.
Burali. We don't know how to pronounce it. I don't-
Ali.
Is he Italian?
Burali.
No, he's French. Wait.
It says in here that he was
He's
strong and robust. Burly.
Strong and robust? He's,
Yeah.
I don't think they
So,
have the last name.
Basically, he was a 7th Minister General of the Franciscans. And it was, let's see. Yeah, he was the kind of guy, he was teaching logic at 25, drawing huge crowds, everywhere he went to preach. And he decided to devote his life to reforming the brotherhoods around the area, because it was getting kind of lazy.
Yeah.
That's how brotherhoods work.
Yeah, it is. It's
So
sad
it
but
happens
true.
when you have a whole bunch of boys together. Just kidding.
Same thing with non-marrieds,
Well, it
though.
looks like
Yeah.
it looks like I have to tag sexist.
Oh no! Sorry. I didn't mean that.
Julia?
It was just a joke. Just pretend I didn't say
Well,
Next.
recovering from that blow.
that. Sorry. It's,
How horrifically insensitive.
I
well,
feel like I should just walk over.
I'm sorry. Well, we do have 2 boys here and 1 girl. I have to fight for myself
We
here.
have 2 girls.
Fight against what?
Oh, I guess our
We
camera
don't say
person.
it.
Yeah,
is a
our
girl.
camera girl.
Yeah.
Or person, if you want to be politically correct, but.
Alright, never
So,
mind.
so that he went around reforming, and he was such a humble guy. He would, at the places he visited, he would work in the kitchen with the brothers with the cooking brother to prepare the food. That was
Like
kind
the
of
kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Like in St. Arthur. Wait, not St.
King Arthur.
He wasn't the saint, just saying.
We don't know that.
Silence was his favorite thing. He met with 2 kings. He was a really holy guy.
Ooh, that's cool.
But he they didn't like him very much. They didn't like what he was doing
Of course not.
because he was trying to reform them. So I think around age
No,
70.
that's strange.
He was 70 already?
I think he was around
Wow.
70
Wow.
whenever he.
He tried this for a long time.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gotta give the man persistence.
Persistence? He already had persistence.
He lived for about 30
Credit for his
more.
persistence.
He retired. Was he kind of gave it to another guy who actually became a saint. And yeah, that's
It's like,
Who was
I
it?
nominate you to be a saint too.
Saint Bonaventure.
Oh,
Good
hey, I know
venture.
him.
Yeah.
He's cool too.
I went
His
to high
last
school
name.
with that kid.
What? No. That's not what I meant.
I pray for intercession from that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
That saint's my patron saint.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
close.
so he kind of gave his mantle
In Christ.
to
In
yeah,
Christ, yeah.
and then retired and died off in
What? Died off.
1289. Not to sound callous or anything, but you know, oh yeah, we all gotta go sometime.
Yeah.
We have a video.
And
of
then
that.
you go some. Yeah, we do. It's very good. All right, but that brings up another point. Our little Holy Saint of the Day segment is that like you don't just you can pray to saints as well and to
Pray for their intercession.
yeah exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like, hey, can you talk to God?
Yeah, it's like you ask if you can ask your like brother for prayers or your friend for prayers, then you can ask the saints for prayers. It's not like they're dead or anything. Just kidding.
It's not like they're not eternally alive in heaven.
Yeah, exactly. But because they can hear you too, because they're in heaven, and so you might as well just ask because they're still part of the they're still part of the church. They're just the church triumphant.
Yeah.
We're the church militant.
Yes, which I always thought was really cool. Like we're the church militant. All right, and then you can ask. Sorry, and I meant that to go somewhere, and then I forgot where
If
it
the
was
church
going.
had
so-
Marines, that'd be the 3 of us.
And the
Yeah.
whole
Catholic church, you know.
church.
Well, yeah.
We're part of it. So.
We're part of it, yeah.
Makes me
whatever.
proud.
That's what I'm going for. Sorry.
Yeah, but so, like, asking saints for prayers isn't like saying, oh, you're powerful and you can help me. It's saying you can ask God to help me because you're up there with him.
Yeah, and that's where
That's powerful.
some like
That's
the
powerful.
Christians who always like, oh, you worship Mary, oh, you worship the saints. No, we don't. We pray for their intercession. They're not. It's not like we're saying, look at our vast array of separate gods
Yeah.
underneath our one God.
We have all
It's-
of these other people. But,
Yeah.
no.
Look at all the cool guys we got who can pray to God for us
Exactly.
or with us
We'll probably do an episode
With
on
us.
the saints eventually because they're cool.
someday in the future. We got plans.
Marching into a theater near you.
Season 2. Yes, we're gonna have 3 episodes to a season, right, guys?
What?
Like
Do
Sherlock?
we have a season? Oh, sure.
Sure, Mom.
Alright, so we should probably end.
Yes.
Alright,
Should we end with a
so
song?
we need like an ending.
Oh, wow.
We should end with a song. Like every time we have a guest, we do like
Oh,
a
Oh,
Like
wait,
a
no.
trio.
Yeah, this is... Oh, wait, no, that's not prayer, though.
That's not prayer. We should do a prayer song, then we can pray twice, and then it'll be like 6 times because we're 3 of us.
boom.
Whoa, multiplication.
I know! But bam. Alright, what song should we sing though?
No low
This
fear.
little light of mine.
We should like summarize. We should do like a sentence summarizing what we just said in this 30-minute episode.
Prayer.
Boom.
That wasn't a sentence, that was a word.
Well, that's the title.
Prayer. Boom. There's a sentence.
There's no verb. That's like blowing up prayer. Alright, no, prayer is important. God hears.
That's 3 sentences.
I didn't say it had to be a sentence, I said like a
It
sentence.
can be a paragraph.
A paragraph. Yeah. Wait, do you need 3 sentences to a paragraph, so I need the third one.
Yeah, that's.
Not necessarily.
Prayer is
you have
important.
something
Did I
to
already
teach
say
in
that?
school.
What? Oh, alright. Anyway, the end. Alright, someone's coming to our door, so we have to
That's
end
my mom.
quickly.
Yeah.
See you guys.
So bye, adios.